I'm here to bring you my Tuesday video, and it's going to be a fun fold. And I just want to say that I want to give credit to Heidi Collins, that you might know as her, I think her YouTube channel is On Ya Go Stamping. I saw, she called it an asymmetrical angled gatefold card, and it is really cute. It's a little fun fold card, and so I took my spin on it and did a couple things a little bit different on it just because it was easier for me, and that's what we all do. But I just wanted to give her credit, tell her that I really enjoyed her video and that it was something I wanted to share with my people. And that's so. I'm going to go ahead and get started, but first I will let you know that Bonus Days with Stampin' Up! Is still going on until February 2nd. For every $50 you order, you will get a $5 coupon in your email. Make sure you save it because that's what you have to get your coupon code off of when you order. Um, February 3rd till the end of February is when you can use those coupons. So I wanted to let you know that the product of the month is still going. So you can get that for $75, and then it costs you $5, and it's a stamp set. It's got all kinds of sentiments on it. It's really good this month. So that's still available, and you can get that. I am also in collaboration with a few ladies, well, actually 6 ladies across the United States, and we are offering a PDF that has a link to a video for a project, and then 2 PDFs with the project. So if you spend $50 with me, I will send that to you. So, and I'm getting ready to send those out. Doesn't mean that I won't send them again if somebody orders between now and the end of the week, because January will be over the end of the week. Can you believe that? Uh, Let me see, what else? I think that is about it. I will have a special on that with me coming on in February, so I'll let you know that then. Um, but right now I'm going to do my card, so I'm going to turn my camera down so that you will be able to see it. And then you'll see my hand when I turn that down. I don't like that part, but here we go anyway. And I'm going to bring my YouTube channel up so I can watch it live with you and see comments. So let me do that. Need to refresh so it tells me I have a live video going. There we go. Hi Vicky, how are you? I'm glad you're on with me. That's nice. Anybody else is on, just just say hey in the comments that I know that you're here. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. And I got a yawn. Oh, I do that every time I make a video. It's crazy. But anyway, a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll know what's coming on and when. My ears feel stopped up or something all of a sudden. It's weird. It's this weird weather. So I'm sure we all have a little bit of it going on. So here's my PDF for my card that is over on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP. You could join that group and you can pull the PDFs off of there whenever you want. So let's get to our card. Here is our card we're going to make. And it's using DSP, and it's very easy. So, and I'm going to use different paper. I'm going to use the bug set, and then I'm going to use the lovely arrangement set, lovely and beautiful set. So I'm going to make 2 cards. I will show you the other cards that I made. Here's one with the bug set, just done a little differently. If you'll notice, I got the pattern paper just at the back, and then I got the image paper on the front there, and it's on the back there. And they're just done a little bit differently inside. I did all of them that way. Here's the one with the sips and cheer. I actually did die cut this out and put on there. It says, "It's your day, let's celebrate." And then I did "Happy Birthday" from Unbounded Love in the inside. So, and that's 2 different papers that I used on this one. These are the same papers, and they just go to opposite sides when you do them. So, and then I did this with the Lovely and Beautiful. And I stamped the images in the corners. So that's, oh, I'm up too high. I should have been looking. So anyway, there's what they are. So let's put these away. We'll bring this over here. We are going to use that paper and this is all you need for the car, and then a scrap for your sentiment. This is it. So let me tell you what's here. This is your card base. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay. This is a mat that's 5 by 3 3/4. This is your white piece that you're going to stamp on, and it's 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. No, it's 3.5. I changed it. It's 3.5 by 4 7/8. It's because when you put these on, it just takes up a little bit of extra room. So that'll go there. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. It will go to this side. This one is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2, and it will go here. But I will probably change it up and do it like this, like I did the other one. I like it, the little mushrooms to show, or toadstools, whatever you want to call them. All of this is the exact same size that I told you, all of the papers, and I will be using this as the back, and then this will be my front. Okay, so let's get started, and I'll show you how we do this. Okay, first of all, we're going to bring in a paper trimmer. This is a lot easier than what you think it's going to look like, but we're going to take our 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece. We are going to lay the right corner into the groove of the cutting blade, right here where the cutting insert is. And we're just going to turn this. We're not going to measure it. We're just going to turn it. Wait a minute. I am wrong. This is the right side. The right corner and the left side. Here we go. Now that looks right. And we're going to cut a we're just going to cut a little angle. So that will be, oh, I did the wrong end. Look at that. Look at that. It was supposed to be here. I had it right the first time. Let me cut another one of those just real quick because I have them already over here. 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Why did I do that wrong? I did though, didn't I? So I'm going to do right side to right corner, making sure that these are up because they're going to show on the inside, and that's what I did not do. So let's put that in right corner to left side. There we go. And I want it a little bit taller, so I'm going to get that in the groove. And there we go. That's what I wanted. And then those are standing up straight. I will use that piece on something else, I am sure. I will make something work with that. Then this one is going to go from the left corner to the right side. I think I may have to start over. That came on like that. Now let's turn it down. See if I'm back in the swing of things. There we are. I hope that you heard what I'm doing, but I'm going to do the next page because I did not see when that stopped, but it's videoing now. So let's keep going. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the right side right corner, and the left side. Let's see if I have my paper the way I want it. Yep, I want it that way. So right corner to left side. That does not look right. Let me check out right corner to left side. Right corner to left side. There we go. Right corner to left side. And then you can make that as wide or as little of an angle as you want. There's mine for that. Then I'm going to go left corner to right side. Left corner to right side. And you want to do this face up. Moxie's gone crazy. And that's how that's going to go. Okay, we should be done with this unless we cut a piece for the inside of the card. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take this white piece and you're going to take your biggest DSP piece that goes to the right side. You can do this two ways. I did not put in to do a scoring mark because that really just depends on sometimes you'll get your scoring off depending on how correct you got your paper. You can do it this way, and you can take your stylus and you can just go down the edge of that card and make a score line. Then you pick this up and just take that to the back. Okay, so what you want to do is lay that down, make sure everything's flat. On your card. And then you're going to take the other piece, and while that is laying on there, because it adds thickness to your card, so you want to leave it on there, you're going to match that up to the other side. Now here's something different that you can do. If you don't have a stylus in that, you can make sure that's all straight, lay that down, and let's make sure that we've got that straight on there. It's hard to see when they're both the same color. And then we're going to fold that. And hopefully it came out right. So you can just fold it with your fingers and then do this. Okay, so there you go. You have your fun fold part on your card. So let's go ahead and fold the other one. Oops. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to lay it there. I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to bring that up to the paper's edge and fold it. But remember to leave it there because this adds thickness. You don't think it would, but it does. So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to add it over here, line it up. I am going to, whoops, my finger keeps moving it instead of holding it. So let's pick that up, turn that over, and do the same thing over here. Now what we want to do, you can either do your stamping, which I want to do on this one. So we have our folds. We can take that off. We can do the same for this one. On this one, I'm going to use the flower stamp out of the lovely arrangement set that goes with this paper. And I'm going to use Petal Pink ink. I need to clean my stamp back, and it's because I've used it a lot. And I need to clean my stamp blocks. So, let's ink that up. And I'm just going to stamp off. And I'm going to stamp one down here at the bottom. So I have that stamped and ready to go. Now what I'm going to do, in case I got any ink onto my craft mat, and those are craft mats that fit over, that I found that will fit over this glass mat to take the glare off when you're doing a video. And then I can just wipe this with a wipe and get that off. It'll dry pretty quick. And I don't have to worry about it. So there we go. We got that. We're going to bring this one in. Let's dry that a little bit. My mat gets so dirty. There, it's dry. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the a little stamp from the bug set, which is the cutest darn thing. Let me find him. He's sitting here in my pile of stuff. It's this right here. And I think I am going to put the mushrooms right here, like I did on my other card. I thought those were really cute. So we're going to take the little mushroom, and I think I might do this a little bit different than what I did the other card. I always like to change things up a little bit. To me, that's always fun. So I'm going to use black. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the green, because there's so much green in that. I'm going to use green. I want the mossy meadow green. I want the dark green. Let's do these in green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add some across the top and stuff. Okay. There we go with our little mushrooms. Aren't they cute? So I'm going to put my little stamp up and then close this pad for a minute. I'm notorious for getting my hands in my pads. So I'm going to bring in these colors real quick, and we're going to color these mushrooms really quick. I'm coloring with the watercolor pencils because you have more control on these little bitty things. So I'm just going to color that in. Does everybody like the color? I love the color. So we have our mushrooms. We're going to do our little mushrooms. See how fast this can go? When you're doing this with Stampin' Blends on this little stuff, you have to really have a little bit more control. I'm going to take this and do underneath here a little bit, just so it's not so stark white under the mushroom. And we'll do some stems. And you don't have to be real precise on doing this. If you go outside the lines, it's okay. Was you told that as a little girl, or told, or boy, if you that you had to stay in the lines? Sometimes you just go outside the lines and you make it work, you know? Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is I want to bring that color out just a little bit more. And I'm going to take my blending pen and it will just make those colors pop out just a little bit more. And like that one, I had white showing. This one I do, and it blends all that in, and you don't make a mess. Now you can take this on, I'll just do it on the very end of this scrap piece of paper. I did that dark color first, so I want to get it out, so I just do my blending pen until you don't see the ink no more. And then I'm going to go in and do my light color. If I'd have done my light color first, I wouldn't have had to do that. But I always seem to work backwards. I don't know why. I'm just a backwards type of girl. Pam, I love these cards too. They're so cute. And then I'm just kind of blending the green up on the stems. And I am making sure I don't have any of that. And then I'm going to go do the underneath my mushrooms a little bit. There we go. I'll clean that out so we don't have nothing in there. And you just clean this off until it's clear. Store these like this so that the fluid stays in both ends. They are both the same, but when you wear one out, you got the other one to do, okay? That is those. So we're going to take this. We're going to add this one here first. So let's just turn this over. Make sure that's all, well, I'm trying to make sure it's down where it needs to be. There we go. So I'm going to turn that over. I'm just going to add some glue to this edge so it glues to the back of the white piece. Okay. Then I'm going to take this piece over here. I'm going to add that on. Give it a little tap on the table. Pull that out. And glue that right here. So we are going to go ahead and add this to our little frame here that only gives a small border, but it brightens it up. So we're going to add glue to the back. And then just make sure that that is down. And then what I'm going to do is I've glued a lot of them down, but I'm going to take and I'm going to pop that up on my card. And then we're going to add a sentiment and we're going to add a little bit of embellishment to it. These are really fast cards. If you like something fast that has a little bit of wow factor, this will do it. It's a good way of getting rid of all that DSP that I know that we all stash and hoard because it's so pretty and we can't go without it, right? That's me in a nutshell. I have lots, believe me. So now we're going to just take and put this down. Try to center it here as best we can. I'm not good at that. And so there's that one. Now let's put this one together. We've already got it stamped. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm putting a bigger one on first. I'm tapping on the table. I'm bringing my flap out. And putting this down. Then I'm going to bring the other one over. tap it on the table. Make sure it's down. There we go. Bring the flap out, add some glue to it. Now you can use your stamp and seal, Tombow, whatever you have, or the glue like I do. The glue will give you a minute to pick it back up if you need to. So there we have that. So now we're going to add this to the green. As soon as I can pick it up, we're going to add this here. And I'm just going to glue this one straight down on the card. Just make sure it's adhered, and I got glue. Oh my goodness. What a thing today. Should have seen me on my Facebook video, and I think Pam was there and saw it. I was all messed up. But that's okay too. If you get glue on there, just take your eraser. You gotta let it dry a little bit. That's why I rub my finger on it and then get that off. And this one I'm just gonna glue flat onto the card. You probably keep hearing my heater come on. I'm in the basement. It's a little cooler down here than upstairs, because all my heat rises out of the basement. So it can freeze me to death, because I freeze anyway. Okay, now we're going to put some sayings on these two, okay? I'll take out of the, trying to see what I want to take out of here. I'm going to do Hello Friend on this one. So let me see if I got me a big enough piece. I think I'm going to have to get a little bit bigger one. I'll show you guys my little scrap bins too. My friend Edie comes over a lot. She helps me do different things. And I could not get a piece of white into my scrap bin anymore. So she took it, and she took all of the small pieces, and they're lined up. So I can just go through here and get a big piece. I have 2 drawers of this, and then I have a drawer of bigger scraps to stamp on. So that was like a little godsend to me, because it helped a lot. This, I think, will do the spread joy, and if I have to cut it, I have to cut it. That's fine too. But yeah, it sure helped with that, and I use that. I get that bin out all the time, both of them, and use them. So she did me a big favor by getting that done. So now I'm going to stamp that one here, and I'm going to stamp it in the Mossy Meadow. That's kind of like what I colored my stems with. That's what's right in here. So we're going to stamp it so that all blends together. So I'm just going to take that and stamp Hello Friend. And then I'm going to take and stamp, well, I'll use the other stamp set because I'm trying to keep them just within their own stamp set, and I just threw it on the floor. Good place for it, isn't it? And I think on this one I'm going to do I think I'll do Hello Friend on it too. Hello Friend, you can put a lot of different sayings in there, you know, just thinking of you, just wanting to bring you joy, you know, anything that is a good sentiment to lift someone up. It's great. So I'm going to do Hello Friend. And I got a smaller piece. I don't think it'll fit on this one. If it will, I'll use it. Oh, it just fits. Let's use that. With this one, I'm going to bring in the Old Olive ink because that matches that color, those papers. So let's ink that up with the Old Olive. And then we're going to stamp that. Hello Friend. So we're doing Hello Friend on both of them. Out of 2 different stamp sets. They're matching stamp sets for their papers and stuff. There we go. We're going to take my Menard scissors, and I'm just going to cut this at an angle. Cut this at an angle. I'm going to do this one at an angle. I like for my scissors to fit all the way across. That way I can get my idea and just go with it. And I do save all these little scraps. They're my saving grace, I guess, if no other way to put it. Got everything sitting on my scraps, so it's hard to pick them up. If you see me over here wrestling, I'm trying to pick up I got it. We're going to do this Hello Friend here, and it just fits. No, it's just a tiny bit bigger. That's okay. I will trim this down. Now I'm going to get my bigger scissors out, and I'm just going to trim this down a hair. Now it just fits on there, and that's a good thing. That's what I want. And actually, I couldn't tell my grains apart. I don't want that grain. I want this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I want to glue this on there. Had the wrong one. That's okay. Then I'm going to take my bigger scissors, and I'm just going to make that. And I think I'm going to leave that big like it is. And I'm going to put that on there just like that. And I'm going to use dimensionals. That's what I was thinking. I had a piece out that would do that. And then little did I know, I started using the wrong one. It's hard with the greens sometimes, what you see. And so here we go with that. And I'm making sure I get my, there we go. And then that'll open like that. This one, I'm going to use Cajun Craze. So I'm going to put this on here. Use my big scissors again. And I just want a small border. Then I'm just going to put a dimensional down here on the bottom. Now let's do a little bit of embellishing. I have the embellishments right here. And for this card right here, these are the embellishments. It comes with this suite called Lovely and Beautiful. I'm going to use the Calypso Coral that goes with this darker piece of DSP. And we're going to add some, gems. I think I'm going to put one in the center of the flower. And maybe one right. I think I'll go right there. I'm going to put 2 up here. And then I'm going to take the lighter ones and I'm going to put two of them on here. So there's that one. And then we'll take this one. I put yellow on the last one. I think I'm going to do the green on this one. I almost put a secret C one on there. Wow. There we go. I wanted a little one there. So there we go. We have this one. And that way it gives you a place to write. So there's our cards today. I hope you liked them. I hope you get a chance to try them. They're fun to make. They're easy to make. And like I said, if you want the PDF, you are welcome to go and join my Facebook group called Stamp Crazy VIP. My VIP means very important paper crafters. So you can go there, join, go to the files section, and all of my PDFs are there. This one came up probably about 10:30 this morning, so it should be there. So anyway, that is my video today. I hope you guys, wherever you're at, that you can stay warm and stay safe, and that you get time to be creative. And I'd love to see what you do. You can always go to my VIP group, and when you join it, as long as it goes with a video I've done, you can post your card and let us see what you're working on. Okay, so here's all the cards. These two are alike, just different sayings. Then we have these two, and then here's another bug one. And then here is the cheers and sips. So lots of cards to see and do. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again later. Don't forget to come back tomorrow and see my What's Up Wednesday tomorrow. So that would be good. Oh, Vicki, I hate to hear that. What's your cousin's name? If you know, can you just give me your first name? And I will surely pray for her in my prayers and stuff. So I would love to do that for you. Okay? So, hi, Lori. Yeah, watch the replay. These are cute cards and they're fast. So, you know, I'm all up for fast things to do. So you guys have a great day, okay? Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I got it. Thanks, Vicki.